if you building something and your woman is there and she's like, you're not asking her to build, she's just willing to build with you.
The intangibles.
The intangibles.
In a later episode.
Then at the end of the day, I believe that yes, she would be entitled to whatever position or whatever amount in that regard.
Fuck that.
What's happening? Welcome back, Five Kings Podcast.
What's good?
You know, we got AB, the fitness guru, the health and fitness guru. We got Cerrone, the barber businessman.
Let's do it.
We got Tupac reincarnated. We got Jeff, the voice of the people.
Hey, we can.
And we got Trill, the traveler, and the ladies' man.
Okay, what's up with it?
One of the two. We'll see which one he is today. And then, as always, I'm Mark Chill. I'm your host, creator, executive producer. What's happening, fellas? How y'all doing today?
What's good? Everybody good?
Yeah. You want to get your nose pierced, huh?
Hey man, you know what, man?
We're gonna start with you with the middle check. Go ahead.
Middle check. I am officially a 10. You know why? Because I'm repping my brother wherever he is. You know, I'm a 10.
All right.
I feel you, man.
All right. Cool. You gonna bump some Tupac on the way home?
Oh yeah, you already know. I'm already on that. See, I got the camouflage on. I'm straight off above the rim.
All right.
Birdie now, huh?
Yeah,
Call you Birdie, all right.
New birdie.
You got Birdie.
All right. Trill, how you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm about a 10 this week. You know, everything's good. Life is good. You know, ain't nothing really kind of making me under a 10. So
Okay.
What kind of shirt you got on? What kind of shirt you got on?
Yeah, man. Let the people see you. Let the people see what you got on. We got.
I got it.
Oh man, we got the
Oh,
East
that's
Coast, West Coast rivalry in the building.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Was this playing? Y'all talk to each other? Y'all called each other on the
I
phone?
wasn't playing.
I was a soldier because I was in New Orleans. I thought I was, straight out the Magnolia.
All right. See, how you doing, man?
I'm great. I'm 100. It's a great day.
All right, right on, man.
Fresh to death.
Yes, sir.
Always.
I know you feeling real good. You got your boot now. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
I'm back. For any of y'all that haven't been through any little minor surgeries, there's no such thing as a routine surgery. Everything is extreme when it comes to somebody cutting on your body.
Oh, yeah.
I can believe that.
Want more insight on that? Put a comment in, and we can ask him for advice.
Oh, absolutely. Make sure y'all comment while we going through this. We want to hear y'all feedback. We hear y'all intake on y'all input on what we got to say.
If you guys have any questions y'all may want to ask us, drop it in the comment box as well.
That was so formal.
Hey, it was so professional.
You know how
Super professional.
Camera a little bit, you know.
He
He
runs the business. You know what I'm saying? So hey, that's all right. All right, AB, how you doing, man?
Oh man, I'm about 8-9. I'm feeling real good. You know, the heat's melting your boy, but everything's moving steady. You know what I'm saying? Feeling like a hot boy right now, but everything's moving steady. I say I'm about a good 8.
Okay.
You know,
Right on.
good. I'm feeling good.
Bet. I've kind of recovered myself. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm about a good 8 now. You know, feeling good. You know.
That's the difference from last week, though. For sure.
Absolutely.
Cheers to it.
Absolutely.
Cheers.
You know?
Cheers.
Like I said, ain't nothing.
Mental health into the king.
Ain't nowhere to go but up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Right on. All right, so who gonna kick us off today? AB, you was talking about something before we started actually rolling. You know what I'm saying? Let's fill the people in.
Man, you know, lately, we've been hitting the relationship topics and stuff like that, and powwowing with y'all fellas, and meeting in the council or whatever, and I just want to know y'all intake on trying to find that good support system while you're in a relationship, and what sacrifices are you willing to give up while you're with, that person, or even like business relationship you may try to build up. You got to build a relationship, and also as you're building that foundation of a relationship, you got to have that good support, whether it's relationship, business, your kids, whatever. So
I think it's an ambition of a rider. And it's a play on words. You know what I'm saying? It's all of that plus some. You got to have somebody that really has your back, that really supports you in a way that, like he said, they show up for you. They do the little things that maybe you miss something, even if it's business. Hey, the books, we missed this on the books. Well, they're able to jump right in and cover up whatever's missing. I think that's half the battle, is finding the strong suits and putting people in positions where everyone has a role, everyone knows what they're doing, everyone's moving it forward and not being stagnant.
You know, I read something the other day, and it actually says something, it's along the lines of what you're saying. You know, relationships nowadays is a partnership. You know what I'm saying? It's a contract. It's a contract. That's what it said. It's a contract. But within that contract, it is a partnership. I mean, anything that you do, whether you create your own business, it's a partnership, and you guys got to be on the same page. You have to support each other, or else the shit ain't gonna work. You know what I mean? And I think that a lot of times there are sacrifices, like you mentioned, that you might not want to. If you were just yourself, you wouldn't want to do. You know what I'm saying? That wouldn't be something that would be on the forefront of your mind. But being that, you know, you have this person that you with, you know, you kind of swallow that pill, so to speak, to make sure that whatever it is that they want to get accomplished is accomplished, and that you would hope that they would have your back when it comes to the things that you want to accomplish as well, whether it be, and whatever it is. What you think?
That's the catch. What you're saying, it's like you want it to be a two-way thing. So in other words, I can only speak for myself, but when I got little things going on, if I'm dealing with a woman at the time, it's like I would love to have her come help me clean the shop. I would love to have her bring the supplies from Costco, stuff that she can do, you know. But if I don't plan on, if I don't see her as the future, like that, this is it, I'm done, I'm settling down with you, I can't do that, because you don't want a Jeff Bezos situation. You don't want a person that done did all this to help build you up, and then you telling them, okay, like I just met somebody, I'm gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So how do you expect support out of somebody unless you're sure that you're gonna run with them from now on?
What you think, Trill?
This is what I think about support. I feel like this shit started.
I like that.
I like that too.
I want to talk. I want to talk about that.
I think support start from the fundamentals. When you have an idea, either I have an idea or she have an idea, you inspire, you push towards the idea. If I ain't getting it, I ain't fucking with you. Because once I get up and rolling, I'm doing what I'm doing, I might not have that little extra ounce of energy. That's why I'm gonna need you to come in from. But if we ain't there fundamentally, I ain't even fucking with you. That's
so what if she does all that? What if she has your back? She does all that.
I'm with that.
And then whatever you're doing prospers, but then you decide to move on to your next relationship. Is she entitled to half, or how do that go?
Okay, that's a good one, because it depends. Now, if she helped me build it financially, and she was invested in
no,
it.
I'm just
She didn't do that. She helped you with time.
She put in sweat
and
equity.
everything. Yes.
Because you're talking about stuff that could be written out black and white, $500,000. We're not talking about.
No, we're not talking about that.
You unlock the door. So
I'm gonna be able. If it's mine, hell no. I'm just joking. If it's mine, I ain't gonna lie. It depends on how prosperous we are. I will probably, take care of her as financially at some point. I would take her financially. But if I'm still trying to build, I appreciate you, because that's the same thing. I know what you're about to say. So that's the same thing to me as a gift. You go give her a Birkin bag, y'all don't work out. Shit, she keep the Birkin bag. So am I gonna get the damn Birkin bag back? That's the same thing as that's the exact same thing.
That sounds good, but we're men and we're kind of used to getting raped like that. We're used to people taking stuff and walking.
Right.
But with women, and I'm speaking for black women because that's what I deal with. They're the most vindictive creatures in the world.
Ain't nothing worse than a woman scorn.
If you have this woman put in all that work, that's why I don't get no help with my stuff. I mean, I got stuff going on. I had to run to the Airbnb to take toilet paper today to try to make it on time for this. Of course, I could call somebody and say, "Hey, girl, can you shoot this over there?" But then 6 months from now, she's gonna be feeling like she owns part of this.
So I feel like this. I had a situation where I had to show up and cook for a place. I'm not gonna say who I cooked for, but I had to show up on time. Or someone.
He said on time. You ain't never on time?
I'm always on time. Hey, never late. There's employers out there that think I'm playing. But so, you know, the lady of the hour stepped in. The lady of the, you know, she stepped in and was able to hold the plate. She was able to get there and show the support that I needed. So are you saying more or less that maybe the right one would be, oh, I just figured out we ain't got the paper. She hits you like, damn, we got the paper there. I'm gonna head over there and put the paper in for you. I got you. I got the toilet paper already on deck. Is it more or less the right one will show up, or is it?
No.
I think
they'll show up. I'm just saying on your end, like you said, the lady of the hour saved the day.
Yeah.
So that was one time, but say multiple times she keeps saving the day. You keep calling on her. Is she the lady of the hour, or is she your future?
She's my future.
Look,
for the records.
Okay, so then you shouldn't feel bad.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is my conscience won't allow me to do it unless I know you're the future. You know she's the future, so that makes sense.
I think that you talk about Jeff Bezos. Ain't nothing in the world guaranteed though.
Nothing's guaranteed.
You know, so you can go in, and this is why Jeff paid out however much he paid out to her.
Wait, everybody paid out. Bill Gates.
Right.
All these people didn't pay.
But they've been with them 25, 35 years.
But even with that being the case, at the end of the day, if you building something, and your woman is there, and she's like, you're not asking her to build, she's just willing to build with you.
The intangibles.
The intangibles.
In a later episode.
Then at the end of the day, I believe that yes, she would be entitled to whatever position or whatever amount in that regard.
Fuck that.
All right,
let him finish.
Reverse the roles. Your girl want to do whatever she want to do, and you want to help her out. You know, you're like, you know what, I could do that. I could do that for you, babe. Whatever. And you put in your time, you put in your sweat equity, and at the end of the day, 5, 10, 15 years down the road, y'all break up, and the business is booming. You know what I'm saying? It's $1 billion business. You telling me you ain't gonna want you ain't entitled to a portion of that because you didn't put in the foundation?
I agree with that aspect, but here's the thing: men take L's in relationships all the time. I just
we do, but so do women.
Yeah.
So do women.
Women most sacrifice time.
I argued this with the shop multiple times when the Jeff Bezos thing was going down, and I don't know how many years they was married or whatever. But everybody's like, no, she didn't build that business, he did. You know, everybody's saying that. They defending the man. But in my opinion, you don't know what that woman did.
No.
And it wasn't black and white stuff you could write out. It was, she was picking up the kids from soccer practice, and she was over here, and she was cooking his food, and all that helped him build. He couldn't have did that if she wasn't doing all that. That's entitled.
I agree. That's the difference. She spent 25 to
bro.
35 years with that
Well,
man.
let me define
she
that.
need to get something. She spent 25, 35 years. So whatever he got going on, my personal opinion, she's supposed to get something. But we in a relationship for 2 years, and this shit, you can help me build up the business. What if I ain't have no damn business, right? And we just regular Joe Bam. I done bought you stuff, and you bought me stuff. I done bought you most of the time. I buy more stuff than you bought me. Whatever situation, I spent $1,000. We break up. I gotta chalk it up on the L. No. But if we 25, 35 years, of course.
No, hold on.
Of course.
So 2 things. One of which, the intangibles. The intangibles are things that you do outside of the commitment that you're on. Meaning,
it's the sacrifice.
You showed up to the shop before I showed up to the shop to open the door so people could come in and do what the business
Intangible.
But that's why you take her. You take her to female in a relationship. My bad. I feel passionate about this shit.
My guys got the passion. Watch out. So, the only
thug
thing,
passion.
right?
Oh,
It's the bum. Got it going on. That thug passion. So the only thing is this: the intangibles are real because the intangibles help the small things. Because if I didn't have you cooking that meal, I couldn't have that substance to be able to go to the job.
You didn't have the time. You didn't have the time because now you have to cook that meal. You got to get your own meal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You have done the things that help promote the business owner. Now, if you're doing the things to promote the actual business, meaning he's got a business, which he does, and y'all better pay attention. He's got a business, which he does. If she shows up and she says she's promoting the business, she's putting it on her page. She's saying, hey, if y'all need new clients, reach out to my guy. If she's doing other things, she's creating the business cards. That's a little different. My guy got a shop. So he got a shop, and she's like, hey, she's going around to other barbers and saying, we headhunt. You're a good barber. I got a good shop. You can come through and learn the real way to cut hair.
And
that's
tangible.
different. The intangible.
Look, I agree with you guys. Not to cut you. Let me jump in here. I agree with you. But here's the thing, right? I agree with what y'all saying. Depends on longevity and what she did. But here's the thing.
2 years.
I'm gonna take her.
I'm
gonna take her. When she talking with her girlfriends and shit, she gonna be saying all good shit. Oh, we going on this vacation. He just bought me another Louis, but he just bought me a Gucci. We just went out to eat. That's where you take her there. Now here's the thing. You with me? You with me? Decade. This and this motherfucker just jump up and go. This motherfucker just go. Of course, baby. We'll work out. Just take what you gonna say. You know what I'm saying?
Big Trees told me something a long time ago.
He said who?
Big Trees. And then
Said
do what
Big
they
Trees.
can. Boys, what's the saying?
Men do what they want.
No, men do what they want. Boys
do what they
can. Right.
Okay. So Big Trees told me that a long time ago, right? So that's all the precedents right there.
That's not the same thing. That's
It
not.
is. You know why it is?
So
because if a woman can show up and I'm buying her everything, and it's not 50-50, and then it's 2 years, only 2 years down the line, and it's only me buying, you buying, we buying. If it's not that, and we haven't really produced nothing, because outside of what we've done collectively on bags and shoes and shit like that, if we ain't a business, if we ain't put together some
our support system ain't even strong enough in 2 years.
I can't even
At least
fuck
for
with
me.
you because we
I
going
can't
to the
fuck with
next
you.
plateau.
I will
We going
war.
to the next place. The plateau is the next place.
If a woman
The
my
next step.
if a woman my secretary, like what we talking about, right? This basically what we saying,
Not
right?
Wayne's
Unofficial
Not
secretary,
necessarily.
or help me do the bit. I will award. You feel what I'm saying? You help me out, I will award you in a relationship. Now, if you with me like Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates and Tiger Woods shit and all that type of shit like that, of course you deserve everything a part of whatever the business
You
is.
said second, now you got to define secretary versus partner.
So
I think that
if she
That's
ain't
a difference.
investing financially,
It's a
it's
difference.
unofficially secretary, whatever you want to
No,
say.
that's bull.
No,
That's bull.
no.
Because half the time,
No.
there's two different scenarios. You either got money or you got time.
Right.
So if you got all this money, she got some more time available. So her time is just as valuable as your money. That's why they call it sweat equity.
Right, and I think that when it comes down to it, if you got the money and she got the time, and she's coming up with ideas and she's pumping you up, and you can execute on those ideas.
She had the time to pick up your child. She had the time to pick up and sacrifice all this other stuff that you can't do.
That's different. That's something different.
How is that different,
We talking
though?
about, I'm talking about business. If I start a
Wait,
jersey,
I feel you on the business part.
If I start a jersey, we talking about strictly business. We're not talking about a household. That's a different matter. Now we're handling that accordingly. But if we start a jersey business, right? She helped me get the site up with whatever the situation is and whatever the stuff around and stuff like that. And this motherfucker jump up like she's right there with me. But it's a different. But now she doing little stuff here and there, things that I reward inside the relationship for that. But if you up here with me doing what I'm doing equally, you deserve what you deserve. It depends what you put into it.
I can understand where you're coming from when it comes to the aspect of picking up the kids, because at the end of the
That's
day,
different.
at the end of the day,
Kids got paid.
you can't get picked up anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's not a business thing. That's a parent thing.
Yeah, that's
You know what
something.
I'm
That's
saying?
something I handle other than the business.
You're right. You're required to do that. You know what I mean? If I have to work until 5 o'clock, that's my scheduled shift, and the daycare closes at 5 o'clock, and you work until 4, then just naturally you're going to be able to pick up the kid. I'm not, because my job don't end until 5. That's just being a parent. So you don't get points for that in that sense, because you picked up the kid. But when you come home and you're taking care of the kid when I'm off of work, right? If I'm off of work and I'm doing whatever to build this business and what have you, and you're taking care of the kid in that time, then that's an intangible, because I could be helping at that point as well.
But he's right though. Because if business is business, so meaning this, if you have a job and you go to a job 9 to 5 every day, and this is not to knock anyone who doesn't have a 9 to 5, quote unquote, because they make their own hours and they can show up when they need to show up. I got a client who hits me up, we're doing whatever we're doing. But a 9 to 5 tells you log into the computer, you work your set hours to benefit the business for that time period, right? So once that time period ends and you go home, now you're off the clock. So what you're trying to say is more or less of, if I'm contributing to the business within that time frame where it's physically,
financially,
I'm cleaning all the clippers. I'm sending them to the guy to make them sharper, or I'm setting up all your equipment on a sense of personal training shit. I got you all together, I got your bag together. This is what you need for A, B, C, D client. Here's all your bags and here's all the weights you need or whatever.
Here's your schedule here.
Here's your schedule.
Oh, that's helping me be
Here's
great.
That's
Right.
a part of you being
That's
great.
Right.
And it's a part of the physical business aspect, opposed to, like you said, picking up a child, making my food. Doing these things are intangibles which don't benefit, quote unquote, to the business. They benefit to the person running the business,
Right.
which is two different things.
Right. So, and I think, in all honesty, we got two business people here in that sense, and it would behoove us to not speak on them, speak to them
Sit back,
in this situation.
speak.
You know what I'm saying? Granted,
I'm definitely gonna say that if that woman is after 5 p.m. picking up the kids and making me something to eat, and then when I get home the house is clean and all this stuff, that what she put in is sweat equity to me. It's intangibles.
Right.
It's things that, because the bottom line is, I'm sure she got some kind of dreams. I'm sure she wants to be an
Sometimes
interior
she got some type
decorator
of
or
thing she
something.
might gotta do.
Or she
Right.
might want to make soaps. Or she
Yeah.
might want to do whatever she want to
See
do
what
and
I'm
sell them
saying?
and hustle them. But she's doing this for me so that to push me toward my goals. So
that's the partnership.
That's a difference, though. That's a specific situation, right? For what we talking about in general. What I'm talking about is we talking about if we together for a couple years, business wise, and she helped me with a couple things in the business, like the day to day, whatever the situation is here and there. Not a job per se, but she helped me when I needed, right?
So she kept your head up.
Right. She would help me out as needed from time to time.
Would it help you with what though? Help you out with what?
Run the business, pretty much, right? From time to time. If we don't work out, I have to separate. We got kids together. Me personally, I would separate how I handle her kids wise and family wise versus the business wise. Like, I'm not saying she ain't gonna get no part of it, whatever the situation is, but I'm gonna handle it a certain way on business, right? Okay, well, you did this. I might, throw you a couple, extra dollars or whatever, but you're not gonna get no percentage in the business.
To keep it
But if you with me for 10 years, of course, this is motherfucker.
But
Yeah.
are all eyes on me? I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
To keep it a buck with you though, the courts ain't gonna see it that way.
No.
The court ain't gonna see it that way.
But it shouldn't even have to go to
It
the
shouldn't
court.
It shouldn't have to.
Sure
Right. That's how I feel. That's how I feel.
I agree.
But some women ain't gonna, they wouldn't accept that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so no matter how much you say you're gonna break her off, they some people might feel like they
Let's go to the
deserve
white man.
right. They deserve more.
I feel that woman might go to that extent if you ain't gonna break her off
No, but
nothing. That's when they gonna go to that extent.
This is my conversation.
If you ain't gonna break her off nothing, then heck yes you gonna go to the higher up.
I agree. Hold on, but this is
Throw a
my.
Hail Mary?
This is like I can definitely can relate to this particular situation. I feel like this. Look, I'm like, how I work is, if this situation is exact scenario we talking about, I would tell her, tell me what you want, right? Then we start with there. If what she asking for is too much, I would try to come as close to what she was getting as far as what I'm willing to do. But I think person to person, who I am personally, whatever she asks for, if we got kids, she helped me with the business, I would just give it to her and just leave it at that. Long as it's not too much. I don't see myself giving her half of my business or whatever.
No,
I'm not saying
But
that.
I would definitely, if she tell me what she want is within reason, her, man.
What if what she want is time? What if it's that?
We talking about if it don't work out.
Hold on now.
That's what we talk because the conversation was if it don't work out.
No, hold on.
Go ahead.
No, I got jokes today. I got jokes today, but on the other side of the coin is this: if you sign up for something, right? So if you married, it's a totally different situation because you married, and you know the state treats that as a marriage, which is most places are community states, meaning you will have half of the property, half of the business.
Yeah, that's
half
different.
of things get split up.
That's
It's
different.
like that after 7 years. I want to say.
Yeah.
No, not legally.
But it's not a
A Commonwealth states.
Common law don't matter. That don't exist in the. That's
In South Carolina, you might can pull away with it.
maybe, but
Arizona, so it's not.
No,
it's only if you're actually married. Common law is just that's. It's not a legal thing.
And it's not in Arizona.
First thing.
It's not in
Next
Arizona.
time I'm
This is not a common law state right here. It's in like.
It's a community property state.
Yeah, when you said.
It's a community property state, but it's not a common law state.
But the end result to me is my whole point was even if she's willing to support, if I'm not sure you the one, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it myself because I don't want to have to owe anybody anything back. I don't feel like nobody looking at me like, Cerrone, I helped you build this empire.
But at the same time, for me, I won't because that tells me that you're just as invested in me because if my girl's building something and I can help with her being successful, I'm just naturally I'm going to pour into that. You know what I'm saying? Like with the.
But you heard what you said. Your girls. So if you're confident in her, that's different. I'm speaking for if I'm not confident in this situation.
I mean, if I'm not confident in the situation, then no, you're right.
Let me not cut you. Let me time this real quick. I think if you dating somebody, whatever they got going on, you naturally help. It comes with the territory. You can help. You're not saying you do nothing extra. Like if you date a girl that is a cosmetologist, she do hair or whatever, or she do something. If she actually do something towards the business, whatever the situation is, help. It's something that she know you good can do. Just go ahead and do it real quick. It's just part of being a relationship. You just help. You don't expect nothing from it. It can't come now. Now, if you get a person a job, like a specific job, that's different.
Oh yeah, it's different.
But if you help me out here and there,
like
it come with you just dating me and I'm dating you.
Like I'm doing the black eyes thing, right? Doing the black eyes thing.
Black eyes.
Shouts out.
Black eyes.
So if my girl decided to start reaching out to producers and whomever just on her own accord, I would financially compensate her, even though I didn't ask her to do that. She would get compensated if things didn't work out, because at the end of the day, even if things did work out, she would get compensated anyway because she got me. You know what I'm saying? And the business is booming. We got the dough rolling in. But if we split,
and that's what
she would still get that compensation or a percentage because she done poured into this, and I may not have made, I may not make connections, I might not, whatever, if she didn't do what, you know what I'm saying? We don't know what may have been done on that part. You know what I'm saying?
So she never had a friend like you. That's what you're trying to tell me. Like, I'm asking. I
mean, I don't know. I can't tell you what her past was like.
So what he's saying is this. He's saying that I have a lot of jokes there. Look. The major point is this: you gotta find a way to bring everybody in, right? So if we bring everybody in on a positive level, and they're contributing to the business, it's different than contributing to the household, contributing to the intangibles. There are things that have to still be done that you can do, but they may not be business worthy. It may not be the sweat, aspect. But some people may pay off the sweat. You have to know your partner. Your partner's 50-50. There's some 70-30s out there. There's some 60-40s.
Your partner gotta be on the same level.
They gotta be on the same page.
Look, I take her internally. You help me, I take her. What you just said was basically what I'm saying. I took her internally. She helped me out on things, right? I'm not saying like you do this, I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna naturally do things in a relationship anyway, right? The difference is that if you help me extra on things, whenever I decide to do something, it's gonna be a little bit extra than what I was normally do. But if we in a relationship a couple years, then my business get booming, and then we don't work out, of course I'm gonna financially take care of you. But if we get a 15, 20 years, 25, 30 years, we don't work out, whatever you want, it should be.
I think if you've been in a relationship for 15, 10, 15 years, whatever, a long-term relationship in that sense, whether you're married or not, then at that point, if she's poured something into that business, then they should get some equity out of that business.
I agree.
Right?
I agree with that. Unless she cheat on me, she ain't getting shit. I don't give a fuck. She get the fuck about this motherfucker. She ain't getting shit. I don't give a fuck, huh?
Unless it's the brown
Look, she cheat on me, she ain't getting shit.
Because a role model in a brown bottle is a bad thing. Look, I'm trying to tell y'all. Right? It is.
Hennessy is my thing though, man.
Listen.
Look, she cheat on me, she ain't getting shit. But she would get conversation for the kids. We talking about business wise. This is strictly business wise.
Right, so
for the family, they come with it. You do what you do. I'm gonna take her. I gotta take her. You took her out.
If you put 10 years in helping her build something, and you cheated on her, and she said you don't deserve it.
If it's $1 billion bill, I ain't cheating shit. I'm
but you don't know about the $1 billion business at that time, though.
I'm nosing the motherfucker. I'm looking at the books.
You cheated. You expect her to take everything
on that?
Man, I deserve it.
Listen,
I deserve it. I deserve it.
I
deserve it. I'm a jerk for that. I deserve it. I deserve everything gonna come to me behind it.
Everything come to him, but guess what? We're gonna hit y'all up next time. We hit them up. And that's out. We out. Thank all the real OGs. We out.
All right, that was good. Cut. We out. That was good.